Hello and welcome to the Dating Unsettled show where we dare to date differently. I'm your host, Joy. It's very, very nice to be heard by you wherever you are in the world as you're listening to this. How are you? You good? Are we all right? You dating differently? Are you on them apps? If you have dating apps downloaded on your phone or you haven't been on them in a while because you swore them off and part of you is like, maybe I should give them another try, then this episode is uniquely for you. I want to see what has changed since I've been on the apps, and I got the special okay of my partner of 3 years, Yvonne, to just download them just for this experiment. This is going to be a really highly tactical review of the newer features that each dating app offers. It's not going to be comprehensive. It's just going to be what I think is of note because they change all the time. They introduce new things every week, small little iterative changes. I know this from my time in tech that they then eventually abandon. So I just want to get to the things that I feel like were pretty influential or different from the time that I was on each app. And the app that I'm going to start with is Bumble. So Bumble to me is a really wonderful dating app. I think it's good for daters. And the first thing that I've noticed that is super different about Bumble is this new opening moves. And fundamentally, Bumble went from a thing, who holds a phone like this? Am I okay? It's like I'm having a stroke. I think Bumble went from an app where like women and femmes like have to be the one to message first to an also friendship app to also now you don't need to send the first message. Now there's this thing called opening moves. So it says they are interesting messages that all your new matches can reply to. Who you keep chatting with is up to you. So now the messaged firstness of Bumble seems to be about how you respond to a response that comes to you. So you still retain, as a woman, a lot of control, but there's going to be just that change. And they've also really kind of like focused their community guidelines and their terms of service and terms and conditions on being kind. So you can kind of see here about like being kind and cool. Do I accept? Yeah, duh. And we're not going to show off this poor person's face because, you know, he's just looking for love. This is not about him. But there's this aspect of like opening moves. So you see that there's also like compliments. You can send someone compliments and respond. They're known for bringing good food to the function. Hey, love that. I'll eat food. I'm in a relationship though, so I can't eat whatever food you're bringing to the function. Not even if it's steak. If it's steak, I'm a little bit tempted, but I still can't do it. Okay, so this is like kind of like a new fun feature of Bumble. I think also being verified via selfies is unique. Of course, they're always going to try to like, you know, push you to the spotlight and getting like more views. But I want to go to my profile now. And I have actually image verified my profile by taking a selfie. So it's like, it's the reason why I have this like tiny little badge. If you're wondering, you're like, Joy, what is this dating profile? Yo, I made this when I was single. Okay. Not single as a Pringle, perhaps, but rather on the market, if you will. And I just remember this profile so distinctly because it was when I was working at Instagram. So I have here that I said my bio is dancing, memes, and smoothies, currently teetering on and off the app Chopping Life. I put Chop Life to remind people I'm from Africa. You know, I'm an ethnic girl. So if you want to party with me, you can party. And yo, this is, I kid you not, I did not adjust this for Dating Unsettled or for the episode. This is my real, as it was in the history archive, untouched before I started doing new and different stuff, Bumble profile. So it has a lot of details about me, that I'm 5'9". It had workouts sometimes. Now I work out often. Isn't that nice? For those of you who are listening and not watching or not able to see, I just flexed my ridiculous biceps. I'm a Sagittarius. I have a graduate degree, that I drink sometimes. I do not smoke, ever. That I want kids, and that's still true. And then I'm Christian and liberal. Yay. My interests are relatively the same. I would say animated TV, dogs, and making videos. I'm looking at my friends like ain't nothing changed. And dancing at clubs, accurate. I like to boogie. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to show off like different aspects of my personality. You know, sounds a little cute, a little pokey, but I was definitely always a person to answer prompts. So that's why it was interesting to me that, okay, we're going to, Corey, scroll past that last part where it says like where I live. So we're going to block out that. Okay. It was interesting to me to see Bumble do this like new thing where you can prioritize certain interests over others. And then also that you can donate your first move to a cause of your choice. So it says that you'll support healthy and safe relationships when you make first moves. And for my cause, I chose just, again, healthy and safe relationships. You can also give to National Geographic to support the pollinators or bees, which I like because y'all know that I'm in an animated movie called Asali, Power of the Pollinators from Juvie Productions and from Upendo. So I love the bee cause. And then there's also Vital Voices. So I think that's like a really fun kind of interest. I'm also seeing like astrology integrations from Zodia or Zodiah. There's an app in my messages called Chain, and it's a survivor-led nonprofit. You know, it's made by and for survivors of trauma. And I think that what I've noticed is a major change within Bumble is that they're trying to do more to keep you inside of the app, outside of just matching with others. And they're really pushing you, you know, towards connections. So these reminders about voter registration day and all the rest, I think it's cool. It's making you like a more civically conscious, socially engaged kind of dater, because really dating it's everything that happens around the date. It's not just matching or talking with a person. So I like how holistic that is. I've noticed this For You curated section. Great people recommended for you every day. And again, we're not going to show off these people's faces. I don't think Bumble's really listening or like knows who I am at this moment because I have not been dating in a while. It just showed me 4 white boys, and with all due respect, I haven't barked up that tree in a long time. All 160 plus matches that I made were with men of African and Black descent. And so respectfully, I don't think these For Yous are for me, but it probably requires, if this is any indication, you to be very, very active on your app so that it can learn and tailor its algorithm to you. So I just want to thank Bumble for that little walk down memory road because that was cute. And I loved that app. I loved like what it did for me and dating. Let's go over to Hinge now, shall we? Hinging on something? So I think Hinge's biggest change is trying to clarify these like relationship types or intentions. So the research found that when someone put their profile that they're looking for a relationship, people also looking for a relationship were 17% more likely to send them a message than if they had been more vague in their profile. And that source is from their date report, data, advice, trends, and expertise. That's so crazy because it kind of supports what I've been telling y'all this whole time, doesn't it? That if you believe in yourself and you speak what you want, that the universe will bring it back to you. And I really like that they put some data science behind that assertion and behind that product feature. You can openly say that you're looking for casual or long-term or short-term or poly or whatever, or just fun, or you don't know yet. And the universe will respond accordingly. If you don't know what you're looking for, the universe is going to bring you everything till you find out what you're looking for. So I think that's a cool feature. New, you cannot connect with people that are new to you if you have too many unanswered messages. So this is called your turn limits. Allegedly, it increased responsiveness on the app by 20%. Can you believe that? App responsiveness increased 20% by limiting people being able to meet new people. So a little bit of a focus does help. I think that's cute. And then the final option is something you have to opt into. So I can't do that on Hinge because, again, off the streets. But that's telling Hinge that you met with somebody so that it can make their algorithm smarter. I want to say The League had a feature like this a couple years ago to like actually confirm and just get some data that like, hey, we did meet up. But remember, these apps are tracking you. They're tracking your behavior so that they can understand, hopefully get better, and then I believe match you to the person that you're looking for. The final apps changes that I wanted to go over was Tinder. So Tinder now has profiles recommended by friends. If your friends weren't involved enough in your love life, they could get even more involved. I like that because friends are naturally like, hey, I got somebody for you. Or like, there's someone you would find cute. I like that. There's also photo verification. So similarly to Bumble, Tinder has photo verification. I think that's huge for Tinder and huge for Tinder's like reputation because if we're going to acknowledge the history of it, it's been that like, I don't know if this person is who they say they are. Tinder was very early to me, like one of the first popular dating apps I ever remember being mentioned, the first I ever like downloaded. So the fact that you can verify photos now is like amazing. I think the relationship type similarly on Tinder of offering long-term partner, short-term open to long, short-term fun, new friends, still figuring it out. It's just helpful to be able to virtue signal where you're at and what you're looking for. Profile prompts is cute. The interest quiz is cute. I do like a little dating app activity outside of just matching. I know that's like corny. It's just a little bit corny, but I like it. I do. And then you could have like little tags like zodiac signs and stuff. Like, cute. I think all of the apps will begin to look a little bit more like each other as they're learning what is working and what is not. Finally, that experiment with Tinder Select. I mean, paying $499 a month. $499 a month to be able to message people that you have not yet matched with. I got to be very critical of this one. To be fair, $500 a month. I mean, Instagram is a platform that you could use to message people that you have not matched with on a dating app. To me, dating apps are more powerful when you've made that match, but I would love to see any science. If anybody has had experiences with Tinder Select, with paying $500 a month, please comment. Comment dating unsettled at joyofodu, or send me a DM privately if you want to be like a little bit more anonymous. I would love to know if that investment worked for you. And I'm not against paying for dating apps. If you search for the previous Dating Unsettled episode, which dating apps are worth paying for, I have given my absolute, unabashed, unequivocal feedback on where you should put your money when it comes to apps based on my experiences. Okay, we're going to go into a little bit of advice. This is stuff that comes from the internet and some experiences. Before we get too crazy, I just want to acknowledge these are people's stories that they've submitted, so they were looking for some community. And here at Unsettled, Unsettlers, we're going to give it to them, right? Right. Okay. This one says, I deleted my Hinge and Bumble. I've decided to put dating on a back burner. Is anyone feeling the same way? I'm done with dating, and I haven't had much luck with it. I've tried to date, but I just haven't met someone that wants the same thing as me. I felt a lot of pressure since I'm 30 years old, female, and I should be in a certain place in life with my relationships. I feel like everyone around me is in relationships, and I'm the only single person in my friend group. I mean, that could be because of your friend group. You could also get more friends. That would change the data. I'm just saying that this is not the worst thing in the world. You're not alone. Like, to give you and offer you support, you are not alone. When you're single, your vantage point shifts and changes. We've talked about, not forcing your dating app future. That's an episode that y'all should definitely look out for and go engage with. I think it's okay to better your non-romantic relationships. But again, this 30 years old thing, we got to let go of the fact that you're supposed to be in your perfect relationship by 30. I think we can release that. Okay. Here's another one. No matches on Bumble, someone said. Another dating post, but here it goes. I'm feeling low as I can never get much of any matches on Bumble. Like people say about women having it easier, but I'm not getting any haha. Ooh, I felt that haha. It's like, I'm not getting any haha. I heard that. The few that I usually get unmatch me after like a day. Tinder as well. I'll get occasional matches, but never any replies to messages. I'm tall, 178 centimeters. How many height in inches is that? Hold on. 178 centimeters, 178 cm. We're going to find out, internet, right now. I should know this. 70.8 inches. Okay, how many feet? Jeez. Don't make me think. 5'10". Why did you just say that? Why did you just say that? I'm 178 centimeters. See, I read it again. Not you got me using the Dewey Decimal System. I work out and I've been told that I look good and I'm funny. I have a good job and I enjoy the outdoors. I love this person. Like, I have a good job and I enjoy the outdoors. I'm 5'10" and I'm funny. I just don't know anymore. It's getting harder and harder. Look, it's tough. It's tough. There's not necessarily anything that you need to immediately do. You could make a tiny change in your dating life to experiment and see how things go. But these apps, they're science-backed, scientifically backed algorithms. They're going to shift and change. So you got to shift and change with them. Just try something that you never tried before. Switch up your photos. When it comes to messages, what kind of messages are you sending? Because a lot of people will complain they're getting messages. Hi, hey, what's up? Oh my God, you're cute. Try saying something a little different. Send a provocative question. Try meeting somebody in real life. Try proposing a video call as opposed to just sending an open message. All of this is about experimentation, iteration, and then the result. I love science. I love science. So I really enjoyed my time on dating apps, but that may not be the case for you, and that's okay. Okay, this last one is so intense that I might have to actually show you the graphic because it comes with a chart. This person collected a lot of data on their experience of Hinge specifically, and They're 33 years old, 390 days that they were on Hinge, and they have data to show for it. So they summarize that they lived in a big city. They're relatively attractive, 5'7", but he says he has an 8 or 9 out of 10 personality. That is so specific. What would you rate my personality? Would I get like a 10? Yes. That's why y'all need sisterhood, okay? That's why we focus on our non-romantic relationship, because your friends gonna guess you. So yeah, in terms of personality, this person gives themselves 8 or 9. They might be a 10 too. Just ask your homeboys. Okay. Dating preferences. They said they were looking for a female, 28 to 35, 5'9", no drugs, no smoking, drinking, okay, open to kids. That sounds like a pretty wide aperture, except for the height, maybe. The 5'9", 5 foot to 5'9". That's an open king. Okay. Profile says that their profile was like relatively attracted, no fish pics, cute dog, reveals his personality, cool. And then if we look at the data, we can start to notice some trends. So looking at this chart here, and again, this chart is like insane. I'm gonna show you exactly what it looks like. This is a lot to work with, bucko. Let me just, I don't want to just reveal this person's personal details, but I do want to give you something juicy. So for those of you who are not watching, be sure to get over to YouTube. If not, I'll see if I can put a link to it in the show notes. But this is the chart in question. This person went in for our benefit. And what happened is that on the non-premium version of Hinge, they had 82 likes received, 6 matches. On the premium version of Hinge, 57 likes received, 12 matches. On Hinge X, 45 likes received, 8 matches. And so that's just where I'm going to focus in. So out of 184 total matches that this person had after 390 days on Hinge, they matched with 184 likes, and 26 total matches. And then that led to, it looks like 6 dates. That's what y'all need to understand about this dating game. And I appreciate this person gathered the data. It's not easy. So if you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm not getting matches or dating or no experience, just look at this person's story. 184 person were like, you're kind of cute. 26 people were like, match. And then in the end, they went on 6 dates. That's unsettling. Getting into this person's trends real quick before we wrap. This is basically like what they found out and what they felt about the experience for themselves. Again, their words, not mine. So they felt that with Hinge non-premium, they had limited filtering options. That was also my experience with Hinge. So I do believe that it's worth paying for premium to get more than just a few filters. Hinge Premium, they said that the number of likes per day decreased, but this made sense because they had access to filtering. It is okay if you're getting fewer matches because you are exhibiting more specific search criteria. That's totally fine. And I want to encourage all of you, like, I'm not getting matches because nobody matches your criteria. Nobody is exactly what you're looking for. That doesn't mean you need to widen your aperture, and be sure to go back to previous episodes of Unsettling, swipe till your fingers fall off for my exact strategy, but it's okay to get fewer matches. On Hinge X, they got nothing for an entire month, but then they said that they noticed that there were second dates that kind of came out of Hinge X. Out of the 3 women that they went on dates with, they had second dates with 2 of them. Random thoughts is that the most compatible people were not really actually their most compatible. The Hinge standout section were just like supermodels. I feel the same way. Whenever I was looking at the standouts, I was just like, these are not men you like actually like run into who like exist in real life. They're just kind of like sweet fantasy. When you go to your roses, they would give up 1 rose every week, but they noticed that none of their roses actually went on dates with them. I felt the same way. Roses was like, please, sir, spare a crumb of masculinity my way. You know, like, my roses didn't pay me no mind. Because roses looks like you're literally, like, on your knee. Like, I don't know if that's what they meant, but that's honestly what it is. Roses is like, please, sir, a crumb of intimacy. I had a rose respond to me one time and I almost pissed my pants. So yeah, I don't know if I believe in like categorizing people as like standouts and all this type of stuff, but hey. They said that there were a lot of fake accounts and a few fake matches because they got really excited and it sucked. And men deal with this on dating apps so much. I did not realize. Open up a man's dating app and see how many fake women, bots, spams, Snapchats, OFs, how many things in there are actually just like not real viable people or people trying to sell something. It's just like us with the SoundCloud rappers. No diss on SoundCloud. Y'all, right now they said that basically that they would try Hinge X. It's a great performer for them. I had a lot of fun going through this data. And again, just want to thank this person. My own data, y'all know the story. If you don't know my numbers, over 3,000 different profiles that I swiped on one app alone. I matched with over 160 people on one app alone. And again, I was on many. I went on over 21st dates. And this is a combination of virtual and in person. And then finally, I committed to my one guy. I have other data, I might keep it my relationship. Who knows? If you want to find out, be sure to follow, like, subscribe, support Dating Unsettled. I'm here for you. I'm here for dating apps. I believe in the power of the apps. If you need to take a break, do so, and it's okay. I love y'all. I support y'all. I hope that you find the healthy love that you're looking for, and let me know how it goes. See you online.